Hey gang, Steve Angeline here, Friday afternoon, 1 o'clock Zoom call. What I'm covering today is my top 8 market segments. Some people call them pillars for going after leads in your following up process of leads. I have a course online that I'll get into afterwards that gives you a more complete information on this, including all my templates. I break everything down for you. But let's just do a quick overview of the 8 segments that I go after on a daily and weekly basis. Okay. Number 1, FSBOs, right? I think the most important thing you can do is do a preview. And we prefer to go to an open house preview. Okay. We then follow up with them with a weekly email. We like sending it out on Friday. And we immediately start with Mailbox Power, mailing them once a week. Question always comes up, how long do I mail them? LSD, until they list, they sell, or they die. We do have a VA who's calling for us. This is something new that we just started. We personally don't call, but I found a great VA who does the calling for us. She calls them once a week, mainly to try to obtain an email address for us that we can follow up with that person. So that's FSBOs. Absentee owners and downsizers both kind of fit into the same formula of what we do. We purchase our leads through the share group, and they cost about 2,500 leads with email addresses, cost about $500. We send them out a email first, just a general email introducing ourselves, our services, and asking them if they would like a market overview of their current house if they were interested in selling it. Once they reply to us, we then follow up with them with that market survey, CMA, if you want to call it that. I don't send them something formal like that. What we do is have an email structure that we follow up with them on. Once we find out what their plans are, we then set them up in Mailbox Power on a mailing campaign based on what they tell us. If somebody gets back to us and tells us that they're not interested in selling for 3 to 4 years, no, we're going to follow up with them probably once a quarter, maybe once every 6 months. If it's more of an immediate need that they say, hey, we're going to sell in the next 6 to 7 months, yes, we then follow up with them on a weekly basis or monthly basis based on what they give to us as feedback. So absentee owners and downsizers, we email and then we set them up on a mailing program. Expireds, a little bit different. I believe your window to get an expired to list with you is very small, okay? So what we do is we blitz them hard. We set up a mailing program, 30 days, every 3 days, we send them a postcard through Mailbox Power. We do a little bit different though. I kind of make it a little bit more fun. I have a set of 10 of my dog doing various things. For example, he has a party hat on there with a sad look on his face. And it says that, hey, we held an open house and we had cupcakes and these funny hats, and I still couldn't find you a buyer. Then on the back, it says, don't hire a dog to sell your home, hire Team Angeline. So that's a blitz that we do. After the 30 days, no response, whatever, we move on. So it's just a short 30-day blitz of 10 postcards we send out to them. Farming, my farming area, I have 967 homes. It works perfect for EDDM. If you're not familiar with EDDM, it is the absolute cheapest way that you can mail in the United States. Cost about 20 cents. Postcard cost me 10 cents. And we send this mailing out to 1,000 homes because you're mailing by mail route, not to a specific home. It's the post office mailman delivers 1 postcard to every mailbox. It's not addressed. It's addressed to the homeowner, and he just puts it in the slot. So 30 cents to mail and the postcard included. So we send this out to 1,000 homes based on that mail route. So it cost me $300 per month. It's been extremely successful for me. In the last 24 months, we've now sold 11 homes in my development, got multiple leads, my development prices of the homes are roughly 850 to 900,000. Some are even creeping over $1 million now. So very successful farming. Just sold. I do not believe or suggest to you that you do just sold postcards one time. I think if you get that sale and you sell it and you send out a postcard for just sold one time, save your money. It's a waste of time, because your odds of hitting that mailbox and that seller right at the very moment that they plan on selling, I think is just astronomically small. So what we do with just sold, we then set them up on a 12-month program to send it out there. I put the picture of the house I just sold on there. If I happen to sell 2 in that area, I put 2 pictures on there. And if I sell 3, I keep adding it and keep changing it. I do this with Mailbox Power, which allows me the flexibility to send that out and change it anytime I want to. But we always set it up on a 12-month. Again, it comes down to your budget. If you can only afford to send it out for 6 months or even 4 months, stretch it out over the course of a year. You want to get your name out there. It's all about recognition. Client follow-up. Client follow-up is one of the most forgotten areas of prospecting there is. Anybody who gives me a commission check, buy side or sell side, we put them up in our program for client follow-up. We do 2 things. First thing is on a company called the Personal Marketing Company. For $25, 5 years, 21 touches, you can't beat it. So anybody that gives me a commission check immediately goes on the 5-year program with the Personal Marketing Company. It's a collection of small little magazines, some new address stickers, and postcards that all go out over the course of 5 years. It's about once a quarter that they get something. We also set them up on Mailbox Power, and I rotate every other year, recipe card and home warranty card that they get once a month. So I basically spend $10 per year on anybody that gives me a commission check. It's a great value. I've already gotten leads, referrals. Some have even now started to set, they're moving again. Okay. Where I live in a very transient area up here in Northern Virginia. So people move. The average here is people move in between 5 and 7 years. Okay. So client follow-up, don't forget to do that. Last but not least, we go after probates. I will caution you right now, only 1% of the agents in the United States actually go after probates. That's because it's the super long game. Probates can take up to, anywhere from a year to a year and a half. You got to have staying power. You got to have money to play in that game, and leads are very expensive. We budgeted this year to send out between 750 and 1,000 probates. Is going to cost us about $10,000, but we mail them every month for 12 months. We email them, and I also have my VA do calling there. She's more or less calling to kind of keep our list clean, because it's very important. You keep your list clean every month. We check on that. So there's a whole process that's involved in that. So that is my top 8 pillars that I go after, market segments, if you like that word better. I'm going to hang on right here. I'm going to save this, and we're going to get out. Here is my school platform. It's getlistings.org. You can use that coupon right there, $50 off for the course, Marketing for Seller Leads. It's $197. You can use that code right there to get $50 off that code. I go into the information I just gave you, but much deeper. I share my templates with you. I give you everything that you need to follow up with these folks on any of these market segments. I tell you where I get all my leads from, the whole 9 yards. So that's the question that I get all the time. Steve, I know you're doing FSBOs. What other market segments are you going after? I thought it was a great question. I hear it all the time. I wanted to break it down for you quickly. So, hey, hope it helped. See you on the next video, or don't forget Zoom call every Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, We're always on there for between an hour and a half and 2 hours. We get anywhere from half dozen people to I think we had 18 on yesterday. So link is in the Facebook group. If you got any questions, you can also email me, steveangeline@verizon.net. Have a great week. See you on the next video.